My artistic life has grown so much since the Reiser Lab, and it's actually been tremendously empowering and exciting as an artist to have that whole avenue open up. I never expected it, especially at this time. And I've been an actor for 40 years. I didn't see something coming around the bend like this. So it's been tremendously exciting.
I don't want to put a price to anything, but it's so much easier to be able to say, hey, this is what I need to do, and this is money that I have, and be able to create this superhero squad of artists that came to work with me. And the Reiser Lab truly helped with that. Could I have done it without you guys? Maybe it would have taken me not 2 years, but 5 or 8 or 10. And time is of the essence, and I'm interested in changing the world now.
The Reiser Artists Lab started 10 years ago, which is hard to believe. And I was fortunate enough to be around when we developed this idea. And the way it started was a very simple premise. We wanted to listen to artists, hear what they needed, and see how we, as the flagship theater in Atlanta, could respond. How could we use our resources to best support Atlanta artists?
At the heart of it, we are investing in the artist's process and trying to remove as many barriers as we can that keep them from getting to their final destination. And so often those barriers are paid time, safe rehearsal space. And so what the Reiser Atlanta Artists Lab does, and programs like it, is provide that critical seed money in helping them invest in themselves and give that incubation time that gets a piece of art closer to the stage.
We just recognize we actually have fantastic artists here of all kinds, and we think it's really important the Alliance do both. It's great sometimes to bring some casting from other places, but it's also really important to bring the great people here and also to help newer people find ways to grow in their careers.
The success it's had in attracting the number of artists and the quality of the artists that we've seen. It's not like it's somebody who's never been able to do anything and all of a sudden it's already accomplished people, polished artists, polished actors, and so that's very satisfying. I think it's also been interesting the diversity that we have seen in terms of the people who've come in to participate in the program.
I think there's room here for things to grow. And so I think there's a possibility to be part of that drive and part of that next phase in Atlanta's growth, and to, with the right unity and the right conversations, to say, and where is Atlanta going?
We're not going to move forward as a society until we acknowledge that we're all interconnected and we have such potential when we come together. I think theater teaches us that. Theater is literally creating new worlds on stage. New worlds that are imperfect and not fully dreamed into yet and fall apart. But my hope is that theater can teach us that we have within us the potential to build new worlds.
10 years from now, I'd love the Atlanta art scene to be a place where people can come here and quickly find, supporters, find resources to get started making the things that they enjoy and want to dream up and make in a way that's sustainable for them to be able to stay if they want to, as opposed to having to go elsewhere to continue to make the work.
We are so lucky to live in a city that is this rich in talent, with new ideas and new aspirations for new forms of storytelling. So simply by providing a platform and letting these artists unleash their inner creativity has been so rewarding.
I am just so grateful to Bob and Margaret Reiser, who have helped the Alliance Theater answer the call of making a meaningful investment in the potential of a provocative idea, and our commitment to local collaboration and building up our ecosystem of local artists, but more particularly, that we are participating in a global narrative, all told through the receptacle of artists who call Atlanta home.